Summary of Half-Broke Horses by Jeanette Walls. When a flash flood happens, Lily Casey and her two younger brothers, Buster and Helen, are bringing the cows in from the field. Lily helps her brothers get into a tree to get out of the rain. When they got home the next day, Mom said that her prayers saved them, which made Lily mad. In western Texas, the family raises cattle on rough land. Dad loves training carriage horses, even though one hit him in the head when he was a child and made it hard for him to talk. They live in a dirt shanty until a flash flood destroys it when Lily is 8 years old. Then, they build a wooden house out of lumber they find. Dad writes a lot, and he often writes about how bad industry is. Lily is in charge of breaking horses, and she gets thrown down a lot. Her dad keeps telling her that falling is an important part of life, though. He also tells Lily that everyone has a purpose in life. When Lily is 11, a tornado destroys their house, so they move back to their family land in New Mexico, which Dad calls the Casey land. Lily goes to a Catholic girls' school when she is 13. She loves to learn, and the school's headmistress, Mother Albertina, tells her to think about becoming a teacher. Dad spends Lily's tuition money on 4 Great Danes, so she has to quit school. When they got back to the ranch, Old Man Puckett thought the dogs were wolves and shot them. He pays back the Caseys with horses. Lily takes one of the horses and names it Patches. Since World War I is going on, there aren't enough teachers to go around. So, even though Lily is only 15, she is able to get a job as a teacher in Red Lake, Arizona. She travels the 500 miles alone on horses. Lily loves being a teacher, but when the war is over, she has to go back home. She sees a red plane in the sky on the way back to the ranch, which makes her understand that her father's horse carriage business is doomed. Lily gets on a train to Chicago because she wants to see more of the world. She gets a job as a maid and goes to meetings for women's right to vote with her friend Minnie Hagen. Minnie is killed in an instant when her hair gets caught in a machine at the plant. Lily cuts her own hair just below her ears after thinking about how random life is. Soon after that, she meets Ted Conover, a salesman with a smooth voice. After meeting for 6 weeks, the couple gets married. Lily soon finds out, though, that Ted has another wife. She gets out of the marriage and moves away from Chicago. Red Lake says that she can go back to work. Lily meets Jim Smith, the owner of the new car shop in town, at a horse race. He shows her how to drive. Helen, who went to Los Angeles to become an actor, writes that the father of her child has left her. Lily agrees to take her in, but when the town finds out about Helen's illness, they start to avoid both of them. Helen has to leave, says Mr. McIntosh, who is in charge of the school. Distraught, Helen hangs herself. In her sadness, Lily realizes she wants a child and talks to Jim Smith about getting married. He agrees right away. After getting married, the couple moves from Red Lake to Ash Fork, where they run a car shop. Rosemary is Lily's daughter. A year and a half later, little Jim is her boy. Lily has to sell illegal booze to make money because the country is in the middle of the Great Depression. They have to close the shop, but Jim finds work managing a 100,000-acre ranch. When Lily finds out that the land doesn't have a water source, she suggests making a dam, and Jim talks backers into letting them rent a bulldozer. The next year, Jim talks the English investors into buying the nearby Hackberry Ranch, which has a windmill and a well. Lily loves Hackberry so much that she decides to buy it and comes up with different ways to make money. Lily takes her first flying lesson just before she turns 39, and it makes her feel like she's seeing the world for the first time. Still needing more money, she gets a job as a teacher in a place where Mormons have more than one wife. She tries to teach her female students that there is more to life than having babies, which upsets the town leader and gets her fired. Lily gets another job in Peach Springs, where she agrees to be the teacher, cleaner, cook, and bus driver all at the same time. She gets a used hearse to use during the week as a school bus and on weekends as a cab. With the extra money, she pays for flying lessons. But when Lily spanks the troublemaker son of a local policeman after he sticks his hand up a girl's skirt, her contract is not extended. Lily says she follows the rules even when they are wrong, but she is sick of getting fired. Lily and Jim decide that their own kids need more civilizing, so they send them both to boarding schools while Lily gets her degree in Phoenix. Rosemary is kicked out of the school because she causes too much trouble. But by then, Lily has finished college and found a new job teaching in a town called Big Sandy. Rosemary grows up to be a pretty teen, and she starts to like a ranch hand. When Lily finds out that she was swimming with him, she beats her to teach her a lesson. Rosemary tells her that she will never hit her own kids. Lily thinks about how her daughter stopped listening to her after that. When they lose their ranch, the family moves to Phoenix, where Jim gets a desk job and Lily teaches at a high school. Even though city life is nice, the family gets bored because they are so far away from nature. Lily also doesn't like how her new school seems to have too much paperwork. She thinks Jim is cheating on her, but when she confronts him, they both realize that living in the city is making them crazy, so they move to Horse Mesa. Rosemary and Little Jim both go to Arizona State, but Little Jim drops out when he gets married and becomes a cop. Rosemary falls in love with the beautiful but crazy Rex Walls during her third year of college. Lily doesn't like the match because she thinks Rosemary needs someone to hold her down. She's sad that Rosemary is the only child she'll never be able to teach. When Rex, who is in the Air Force, takes her flying, she gets to know him better. Rosemary and Rex get married, and as they leave the wedding, Lily and Jim say that they look like a couple of half-broke horses. In the conclusion, Lily says that Rex still works strange jobs and comes up with crazy ideas, and that he and Lily still fight a lot. Rosemary and Rex move around the desert as they please. Their third child is a girl they call Jeanette. Lily feels an instant bond with Jeanette. Lily knows her grandkids are in for a wild ride, but she says they come from strong stock and nothing can stop her from teaching them a few things.
About the author. Jeanette Walls is the daughter of Rosemary, previously Rosemary, and Rex Walls, hence, the heroine of Half-Broke Horses, Lily Casey Smith, is Jeanette Walls' maternal grandmother. Walls says that Rosemary was more interested in her art than in being a good mother, and that Rex was a lovely drinker who often let down his kids. So, Walls and her three brothers had a wild, nomadic life, moving from city to city and living in very poor conditions. Walls sometimes had to go through trash cans to find food. When Walls was 17, she ran away to New York City, where she finished high school and got into the elite Barnard College. After getting high marks in school, she got a job as a reporter and became a famous gossip writer. Rex and Rosemary moved to the city to be near their children and lived as squatters for a while. Walls says that she was once in a cab when she saw a homeless woman digging through trash and realized it was her own mother. Walls wrote about her unusual life in a book called The Glass Castle, which came out in 2005. The book was a huge hit, selling more than 2.7 million copies, and in 2017 it was turned into a movie. Wall wrote Half-Broke Horses in 2009, and at the end of the book, he shows up quickly as a baby that Lily likes right away. Walls and Rosemary are back together, and Wall's second husband lives with them in Virginia.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.